What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Gaming with Nimbus. And I want to have a conversation with you guys about a topic that I've had arguments with friends, families, time and time again. We're going to talk about digital or physical. Which one's better? Let's get into it. Let's go. Now, as you guys may know, we are heading in an era of video games where the era of consoles are going to be over soon and everything is going to be digital, unfortunately. Why do I say unfortunately? Because I don't prefer digital, and we're going to get into the reasons why I don't like digital. I know many people don't mind digital because there are their pros for digital. I personally think that the cons weigh out the pros, and we'll get there. Especially now with this whole talk of the streaming platform with Google Stadia, and that's a whole issue in itself because Google Stadia makes no sense to me because you're going to pay for the service. Plus, on top of the service that you're paying for to stream the game, you also have to pay for the games individually, full price. And that's an issue for me, and that's always been an issue for me for digital games, even though this is not really even digital game because you don't even own it technically digitally either. You're streaming it from their servers, so you're paying full price for a game that you don't own to stream. So I don't know how Google's gonna do that. I don't know how people can and will accept something like that you're paying full price for something that you're not physically holding in your hand. I personally just can't do that. Me buying a digital game nowadays actually bothers me because I know that I technically don't own that game physically. So let's go into why I prefer physical over digital first. Okay, let's go through the pros and cons. First of all, like I said, you have something tangible that is yours, that you could feel, that you have in your hand, that you could touch, that you could pull the game out, and you have the game right here. So when we're at, this is never gonna happen, I'm pretty sure they're gonna name it something else, but I'm just saying we have the Switch 6, right? But I still have my original Switch. And if I want, I could pull out my Switch, pull out Mario Tennis, take the game out of the case, put the case of the game in there, and play Mario Tennis. No problem. Like nowadays, I have a lot of retro games. Original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, N64, PlayStation 2, TurboGrafx, you name it, I probably have it. I don't have all of it, but I have a huge amount of physical retro games. And I love the fact that I can just go to my bookcase, look through the game, pull it out, plug it in, and play. All on original hardware. Why do I love that so much? And we'll get into that right now. The problem with digital is that if you download a game and you have it on your hard drive of the console, that's fine and dandy. You only have a certain amount of space on that hard drive. So over time, you're gonna be downloading a whole bunch of games, and I'm talking about the way it is now. If companies are gonna start doing, they're gonna have to fix this problem. So, but let's go with the problem at hand right now. What happens now? Okay, and it's happened many times. So we go back to the hard drive. There's only a certain amount of space you can have on the hard drive. So eventually, you're gonna have to remove games off the hard drive. That way, you could download new games. Now, the upside is that you have your own library digitally where the games are there that you could re-download those games at any point in time. Great. Now, what's gonna happen when a newer console comes out of that same company, and that company decides to turn off the servers of the older console? What do you think is going to happen to your games that you still have in your library up in the clouds that you don't have already downloaded into your console. It's gone. It's 100% gone. And they know that this is what happens because there's been many times that these companies, when they know they're going to shut off the servers, they let you know months in advance. Hey, we are happy that you guys are great fans of such and such console. We are happy that you guys are still using such and such consoles. But we are sad to say that at this specific time, on this day of this month, we are going to turn off the servers and everything ends. So we're allowing you time to download the games from your libraries that you want to keep. How is that fair? So already I have a hard drive that is limited in space, and now you're gonna force me to choose what games I want to keep on my hard drive because I can't have them all. And the ones that I don't have downloaded, they disappear. They flutter in the wind. So when the new console comes out, and their new virtual console, if you will, I'm gonna steal Nintendo's word. They have their own online service where you can download more games. Hey, look, they're gonna sell you the exact same game that you've downloaded already previous on the other console that you didn't download before the service turns off. So now you paid twice for the same game digitally. And I've seen that happen so many times, and it bothers the hell out of me. Now, people may say, oh, digital's better because it saves you space. You don't have to have a whole room dedicated to hard physical video games. Okay, I'll give you that because I do have a space issue because I have a lot of games. But I'd rather have the games that I paid for and not probably lose them later down the line. And I have a huge problem with that. Not to mention that it just looks nice to have it physical. It just looks, for me, I know people will disagree, but for me, I am a collector and maybe I'm being biased and I understand that 100%. But I prefer to see all my games there. I love the fact that, again, I could just go down and just pull out a game, put it in the console, and we're playing the game. Now, yes, you guys are saying, well, it doesn't matter what you think, it's unavoidable. We are going down that route. Yes, we are, and there's really nothing we could do. There's really nothing we could do. But I feel that for this, if they're gonna go down that route of being digital, they need to solve a lot of problems. Hence, hard drive issues where we don't have enough space. And if they can't fix that issue, they need to understand that if we have a library of our games that we purchased, that when a new console comes out and they decide that, hey, we're gonna turn off the servers for the older console, that our library should be able to move over to the newer console. That way, if we want, we could download the games that we purchased already onto the new console. Does that, am I speaking gibberish? Is that just like so weird to understand that that needs to happen? Because as of right now, I hate the fact that we're going digital. I hate the fact when games are releasing just digital. Like sometimes I get so afraid to download and buy a digital game because nowadays we have companies that release these games limited physically, and I would hate to download a game, right? And then 3 months, 4 months down the line, we get it physical. And that's happened. And I'm not knocking these companies that do it like limited run. I love limited run for that reason because I prefer physical games. But the problem with that now is that, for example, I bought Power Rangers Battle for the Grid digitally on the Switch because it was supposed to be just a digital game. And I had no idea that this game was going to release physical. Lo and behold, limited run, announced that they were gonna do a limited release of Power Rangers Battle for the Grid for the Switch and for the PS4 version. Now, me as a person that likes physical, how am I gonna say no to that? One, is a fighting game. You guys know how much I love fighting games. And two, it's a game that I actually enjoyed and is coming out physical. I bought it for the Switch and PS4 physical. Like, what am I supposed to do? Granted, or not even granted, mind you, I already bought it digitally on the Switch. So when that happens, what do I do? Since I have it digitally on the Switch and I bought it physically for the Switch, I won't open the physical version and I'll just keep the digital version on my Switch. I'm gonna open the PS4 version. I know people are like, oh my god, it's limited run. Why you open the game? You're losing the value. I buy games to play. The only time you'll see me not play open a game is if I have it somewhere else and I don't need to play it on this console. But I just wanted it physically because I enjoy the game. It's the same thing for when limited run released Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. I bought it for the Switch and I bought it for the PS4. I didn't open them because I already have them digitally. Okay? And games as good as that, I don't mind buying it more than once. But at least I have it. Not it's gonna just flutter away in the wind. Okay? So yeah, it's really up to you guys. I know people prefer digital, and I know a lot of people prefer physically, me personally. And I don't get into a real big debate because you like what you like, okay? I just tell them the issues that comes with digital. And I've always said, if digital is gonna be the new thing and consoles are not gonna be around anymore and it'll be more like a hub and you could either, I guess, stream or download the games, they need to find a way for us to actually keep our games digital and not it just flutter in the wind. Okay, and like I said, that's happened multiple times, and I could give you multiple examples. Okay, Marvel vs. Capcom Origins, it was on the PS3, and Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Okay, Marvel vs. Capcom Origins was digital only. Okay, of course I bought it, okay, on the PS3, and I downloaded it. At a certain point in time, Capcom lost the rights for Marvel, and Capcom had to remove Marvel vs. Capcom Origins and Marvel vs. Capcom 3 out of the PSN network. Okay, now, why is that a problem? Okay, if I bought the game digitally, and again, goes back, didn't have space, and I removed it from my PS3, but it's in my library, okay, and I didn't know that Capcom was gonna remove it from the PSN, and if they removed it from the PSN, and I didn't have it on my hard drive, I lost the game forever. Doesn't matter if I bought the game. I just lost the game forever. Is that fair? So if I didn't know that Capcom was going to do it and I decide, oh my god, that's right, I have Marvel vs. Capcom Origins, let me re-download it, that way I could play it. I go to the PSN network, I go to my library, it's there, I can see that it's there, but I can't download it. So I just paid, I forgot how much it was, but let's say $30 or $20. It's usually around that price range. So let's say, let's meet it down the middle. Let's say $30. Or did I say $40? Whatever. The game wasn't that expensive. But let's say $30. The game was $30. I just lost $30. Because I paid $30 for the game, now I can't re-download it. Because it's not there anymore. So now imagine that at a larger scale when these companies do it, turn off their servers for older consoles. And I know what you guys are going to say, oh, why are you still playing on that console? Da 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 da, you know, why are you just going to get on the new one? That's not for you to say. That's not for you to say. I still play on my original Nintendo. So you're saying that because the Switch is out, I shouldn't be able to play on my Nintendo, my original NES, because the Switch is out? That's not for you to say. If I have a PS3, why can I not play my PS3? Why? Because the PS4 is out? Because the PS5 is right around the corner? I have a big problem with digital, and the idea of us moving into a digital era really scares the crap out of me and annoys the hell out of me. But I'm just gonna have to roll with the punches because there's nothing I could do about it. I'm just giving you, or I'm just telling you how I feel about physical and digital. You guys take it upon yourselves to, you know, to feel how you guys want to feel. So yeah. With that being said, guys, if you like this video, give me the thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about physical and digital. Do you think I'm an idiot and I don't know what I'm talking about? Or you think I'm correct and you agree with me? Okay? And as always, guys, please, 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 please do not forget to subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Gaming with Nimbus. Deuces. Physical forever!